Hey guys, so today we're going to be looking at why Modern Warfare is better than Black Ops 4. So to start off, before we get into this, I only have Modern Warfare gameplay to show you in the background because I unfortunately couldn't get back to Black Ops 4 because I've been having some problems with my Xbox and I can't get to any of my old footage right now. So we're going to have to do this, and also I can't do any campaign footage because my save file is corrupted and the game file is corrupted, so I'm going to have to go work on that, which is also why I haven't done a video in a week, because I have been trying to work on fixing Modern Warfare. And I finally did get it to work, but it took a little while. So when we get it, let's get into this. And first off, I want to say what both of these games have in common, Modern Warfare and Black Ops 4. First off, both are a part of a beloved franchise. Black Ops, big franchise. Modern Warfare, big franchise. So they both had very good base play. You know, they had very good bases to go off of. Both series were beloved for their previous games. I mean, even Black Ops 3 was liked. I mean, it's not the favorite out of the games, but it was pretty good for the XO era. Now, the second thing I would say is they both attempted to change the formula from the previous year, which is kind of unfair because Modern Warfare changed it back to a more original, but it also is because they still changed it. Now, both also had really good pre-launch reception, which is a big thing. If your game does not have a good pre-launch reception, it can really mess up your game, as far as it can mess up, okay, I need to, you know, it may make the developers panic, it may not get as much good publicity, it might keep people from buying it. So, 3 reasons that I think these games need to be compared and talked about. So, first off, let's talk about the campaign. Let's have a moment of silence for Black Ops having a campaign in the 4th installment of the game. Okay, it's done now. So, let's talk about the Modern Warfare campaign. One of my favorite parts about this game. I love the multiplayer. God, is the campaign awesome. First off, it used beloved characters and fleshed out something that's still connected with the previous Modern Warfares. Now, I know that there have been said that there's alternate timeline deal, but it's still screwy, but it still does connect Price and some of the other members of Task Force 141. So, now that we've said that, it connects with something that we still love. We have that nostalgia from the previous game. So, you definitely have to admit that, hey, we're getting a lot of good out of it because we're actually connecting it to the previous game, not just slapping a sticker on it that says Black Ops, blah, 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 blah. Now, yes, you can argue there was that connection through, like, the tutorials and crap, but that wasn't a campaign, and that was so tacked on that I'm not counting it. So, yeah. Now let's talk about multiplayer. Modern Warfare came up after Black Ops 4, as you know. So we had it kind of had a crossroads, because Black Ops 4 had increased the health, went to manual health regen, and done all these different things, as to where all the other games had usually a decently fast time to kill and auto health regen. So what did they do there? Well, they decided, and I think this was a genius idea, to revert to a very COD 4-like formula for gameplay. So, they reverted to a more old style of time to kill, health regen of 100 health. You health regens after a certain amount of time. That's it. Now, besides that, I think another big thing that really shows the difference between the two games is the number of guns. Now, for one, guns, big part of a Call of Duty game, because you're almost always using guns. That's literally like half of the deal of the game. So, Modern Warfare has more guns. Now you might ask, well, how many more do they have? Well, as of my current numbers, Black Ops 4 has 29 guns, and Modern Warfare has 45. Definitely a decent little bit of size between those two numbers. So, I think that's a big show of Modern Warfare just has more variety of, well, we've got, more guns, and then those guns are all pretty well balanced. Now, yes, I wouldn't exactly say you need to take a pistol in and try and go up against an AR, but all the guns are usable in some sort or fashion, which is something I could not say for Black Ops 4. So the gun variety and balance is pretty good. Now, there are some overpowered guns, but nothing is what I would consider completely unplayable. Now, another thing is gun customization. Now, you might say, well, every Call of Duty game since COD 4 has had gun customization. True, but no game has had gun customization like Modern Warfare 4. They blew it out of the water. They added the gunsmith. The gunsmith is the best thing they have done. Probably that would be my best innovation of that game, would be the gunsmith. I hope no Call of Duty game after this comes without a gunsmith, because I can take a AK and turn it into an AK-74U, which is a more submachine gun-like gun, with only a couple different attachments. Or if I want to turn a M16 into a sniper, which I have done, and I intend to do a video about, I can do that. It may not be a good gun, that's not a guarantee, but it can be a gun. And that's something awesome, that out of these 45 guns, then so many of them I can take and completely modify. Like, I can turn some guns into, I can turn like some of the pistols into more long-range pistols, or quick-firing pistols, or really accurate pistols with no recoil. That's really cool. And because you might have 45 guns, but you have well over 100 different variations and different models of the gun that are going to function very reasonably differently, than you're actually going to be able to truly see a big difference between them. So that gets out the gun customization. Now, I will leave kind of a caveat. The maps on either game weren't horrible. I did not like some of the the add-on maps for Black Ops 4, like Madagascar, but honestly, I've not played a map on Modern Warfare I just cannot stand like Madagascar. So that's just where I'm at on that. Not horrible, maybe not the best, but okay, kind of medium in the road. Now let's talk about the other game mode. Now, this is where I actually think Black Ops 4 wins. One out of, let's see, they lost in multiplayer, they lost in campaign, and they're about even on their Battle Royale, except, oh yeah, Modern Warfare's is free, so you can play it without buying a $60 game, so they lose there too. So out of 3, they win 1. Yeah, they still lose. But I do think that Modern Warfare's co-op mode is a lot more grindy and unfun than the Black Ops 4 Zombies. I do enjoy the Black Ops 4 Zombies, and it's probably going to be the only reason I ever go back to that game, is just to play some zombies. So, just being honest there, they did win, because I've played the co-op mode, which is basically Spec Ops, but it's just not fun, and I don't find it. I find it too grindy and too much of a difficulty curve to find really enjoyable. So that's where I feel they did win on 1 out of 3. 1 out of 4, excuse me. So it's one of those deals of, okay, they won once but lost 3 times. So out of a $60 game, you're already only getting 3 modes instead of 4. Which, let's see, 3 modes makes it you pay $20 for each mode. And since we'll just even say that their Modern Warfare's is free, you're saying 3 for 3 modes. But you're actually getting a campaign, a multiplayer, a co-op mode, and then you get a free you can get Warzone for free, but that's added into the game. So you have 4 modes, one of which is free, so you have 3 and 3. But if you get the game, you still have 4 modes instead of 3 modes, so you're still losing there on value also. Sorry if that didn't make any sense, but it made sense in my head, I promise. So those are kind of just the obvious, reasons that I would say Black Ops 4 not near as good as Modern Warfare. Now, I just kind of want to make this video to look back at the 2 Call of Duty games and look to the future. Because if you've heard, a lot of people have been talking about there being either a Black Ops reboot, so more like akin to the Modern Warfare 2019, or a Vietnam game. So, me personally, I would like to see them do a Vietnam game. I'm very anxious about them trying to redo Black Ops. Now, personally, I would be happy if they just released a remastered edition of Black Ops 1 and 2. If they just, honestly, what I would love for them to do is just make a remake for a year of the 3 games. Just remake World at War, Black Ops 1, Black Ops 2. Put it in like a $60 pack. I doubt they would because Activision is too stingy. Pay $20 for each remastered game, have multiplayer. That's what I want to see them do, but they're never going to do that. But anyway, I do want to see them kind of branch out again. But I just want to kind of look at, okay, well, one of them's reboot worked while the other one's extension didn't. Why? Because, we can say, well, after Black Ops 4, well, do we really want them remaking these old, adding on to classic IPs? Because they might ruin the IP. We don't want to do that. They don't want to ruin the, childhood memories and all the great goodwill of their people. But then Modern Warfare shows up and creates a game that has its faults. I mean, I hate skill-based matchmaking because it screws me over because it takes me forever to find a match. But there's only a couple just absolutely egregious things that I can say, yeah, kind of pretty well suck. I just think the game overall is good. And that's something hasn't been able to be said for a long time. So, I just kind of wanted to assess why one game is good and why one game is bad. Well, yeah, why one game is good and why one game is not that good. So, wanted to look at it just to also think, what if we do get Black Ops, reboot? I think if they take the words and points from Black Ops 1 and 2, aka the same way that Modern Warfare did with Modern Warfare 1 and 2, they take notes from the old book, add some new pages to it, keep it all making sense, you'll have a good book. But if you just take some pages, throw it with some stuff that nobody asked for, you're going to have something weird. And that's what Black Ops 4 was. So anyway, guys, hope you'll have a great day. I'm sorry this video took so long, but I've been working on some other stuff, and it literally just did not want to work. I was working on making this video. I was coming up with all my points, and then my Black Ops 4 game save got crashed. My Modern Warfare campaign got crashed, and so I just literally had to take what I had and use it. So anyway, guys, I hope to get back to more once or twice a week uploads, but I can't make any promises. Hope you have a great day, guys. Please like and subscribe. We're getting close to 50 subscribers, and we've actually hit our 2-year anniversary. So this channel is 2 years old, and it would do my heart good to see 50 subscribers on the channel soon, guys. So hope you all have a great day, and good